That's what the sign out in front of my office says. Pat Novak for hire. Down on the waterfront in San Francisco, you always bite off more than you can chew. It's tough on your windpipe, but you don't go hungry. Down here, a lot of people figure it's better to be a fat guy in a graveyard than a thin guy in a stew. That way you can be sure of a tight fit. Oh, I rent boats and do anything else that makes a sound like money. It works out all right if your mother doesn't mind you coming home for Christmas in a box.
We have to talk about Pat Novak for hire. The time was 1946. The war was winding down, and the cynicism in America was up, way up. Film noir was on the rise. Comic books turned to the lurid dark side with blood, guts, gore, and slashing necks with buckets of blood. It was also the year of the radio premiere of Pat Novak for Hire. Pat Novak for Hire was created by Jack Webb, Richard Breen, and William Russo. It's set in a gritty San Francisco, a place of crooked citizens, shady detectives, and the double entendre. The format is simple. Someone knocks on Novak's door or calls him seeking his help. There is a murder, and then there's more trouble.
Laura's dead as last year's love. The sickness didn't show until we rolled him over on his stomach. Somebody'd gone duck hunting in the middle of his back. I began to feel a little sick myself and was ready to send out for the same gun when Hellman started to talk.
You forgot to mention the guy when you phoned headquarters.
He wasn't there. I was in here before, and the guy wasn't around.
What was he doing out of the horse?
I don't know. Hellman maybe crawled out of a crack. I don't know. There were 2 shots. I came in and found the horse.
Yeah?
Check the horse.
You're trying to tell me the horse shot back? Who is he?
A guy by the name of Jackie Gray. He gave me $200 to find a missing horse.
Yeah?
A horse called Fleet Lady running into Mars Handicap. This is the end of the line.
How do you know it's the same one?
I don't. Maybe you gotta be a horse to tell. Why don't you ask one of your boys?
The show was produced at radio station KGO in San Francisco and was a regional West Coast production. Webb and Breen, for some reason, moved from San Francisco to Los Angeles. They created a clone of the show called Johnny Madero Pier 23 for the Mutual Radio Network. Just one problem. The original show was still running on KGO with Ben Morris as Novak. Can you spell lawsuit? Well, they eventually got that part worked out. And after the KGO Pat Novak program ended, Webb and Breen reclaimed Pat Novak for Hire, and it ran on the ABC radio network. In 1949, the show ended because Jack Webb created a new radio project. That new show, Dragnet.